Hey guys, what's up? I'm Mark, and in this channel, I talk a little bit about lifestyle, but I mostly talk about business and investments. Today, we'll be talking about one of the more popular funds on this channel. No matter how many videos I've done on this in the past, you guys keep asking me for updates on this, so here we go. I know it's actually been a while. My last video on this was about 7 months ago, and in that video, it was my objective to get a regular monthly dividend of 500 pesos. For me to be able to meet that 500 pesos, I would actually have to ramp up my investment in the ALFM Global Multi-Asset Income Fund. I've done that, and that's what we'll look to explore in this video. But even before then, I know that you guys just want some general updates on this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there are some good updates, just as there are some bad ones. So in this video, this is what we'll look to cover. How has the BPI-ALFM Global Multi-Asset Income Fund performed in 2023? Stick around and let's find out. Let's go! So just as a refresher, I've invested 4,000 pesos of this via GCash. I know I wanted to get 500 pesos monthly dividends on this, and I'm doing that via the BPI mobile app. For the purpose of this channel and monitoring, I've kept my funds in the original amount of 4,000 pesos via GCash GInvest. I put in this money early 2021. So more or less, we are looking at about a year and a half update about this fund. So for the 4,000 pesos, I have 91.1969 units of this fund. Currently, the net asset value per unit, the NAV2, is at 40.9729. And the grand total of this investment is now at 3,736 pesos and 60 centavos. So yes, you heard that right. This fund is down about 264 pesos right now. And you might be thinking, what's going on? Why is this fund still underperforming? Why has the fund continued to be in the red despite it being our favorite? So in the US, the interest rates are high right now, and the global markets are, of course, being impacted by the situation in Israel. We may also have not heard about it so much in the news lately, but the war between Russia and the Ukraine is still ongoing. So there are a lot of global macroeconomic factors in the way, but also within the US itself, it's said to be that the US housing market has its mortgage rate at its highest in the last 20 years. The biggest borrowing of a lot of American families would be, of course, their home. So the cost of money is really being high right now, which is really putting a dampening effect on the US market. And of course, as this fund is a balance between fixed income securities and also some equities, this fund has unfortunately been taking quite of a beating. So with those macro factors out of the way, let's move on to the better points about this fund. With my 4,000 pesos, this fund continues to generate about 18 pesos in monthly dividends for me. And if you multiply that 18 pesos over the course of 1 year, that actually comes out to a little over 200 pesos, which more or less puts our investment in the fund at break even. I mean, that's only talking about 1 year. So even if I am down by more than 200 pesos in terms of its NAV2, I am making up for it in terms of the dividends that I've actually pocketed from the monthly cash flow that this fund gives. So that's the good news about this fund. There's actually even better news about this fund, but I'll hold off on letting you know that in the third part of this video. Let's move on to my investment through the BPI mobile app. Again, my target is to generate 500 pesos from this fund in monthly dividends. So I've put in a total of 105,000 pesos in this fund from that 105,000 peso investment. Unfortunately, I'm also down right now by 7,600 pesos. So my 105,000 pesos is only valued at about 97,000 pesos right now. But I'm generating about 450 to 490 pesos in monthly dividends from this. Sure, it didn't make the target of 500 pesos in monthly dividends just yet. But just like my investment in this fund via GCash, I am confident and I do project that I am able to recover my investment in this through the monthly cash flow in monthly dividends. The fund is delivering between 5.2 to 5.4% of an annualized yield. Now, I understand that it's been a while, the fund is still in the red, and that kind of sucks, I have to admit. So the best thing about this fund right now is from its minimum of 1,000 pesos, you can now invest in this fund for as little as 50 pesos. So now, it is very easy to invest in this fund regularly. I've shared in many previous videos that one strategy that I'm doing is investing as little as possible daily. So why do I do this? Why go through that trouble? Well, investing $1 per day, or in this case 50 pesos, lets you really spread out your risk. Your cost of average can really go down. I know it's a little tedious, but it really takes the guesswork, the thinking about when to enter the market, when to invest, and bring down the minimum investment. Means that we don't really have to meet a threshold, save up for that, and then that's when you enter a fund. Sometimes the market tends to be up, and when you enter, it goes down. You would have bought at a price that was high, but spreading your investment over the course of a long period in small amounts really means that you are not trying to time the market, and ultimately, you get to invest when the market dips, again a little at a time, and when it finally swings up, then you would have recovered your investment for even greater dividends. So that's about our 18-month update about the BPI-ALFM Global Multi-Asset Income Fund. What do you think, guys? Are you sticking around with this fund? Or do you think there are better opportunities out there? Are there better investment funds? Let me know in the comment section. If you've liked this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, guys, and happy investing!